This is an 1800 carat chunk of Andamooka matrix opal, one of my favorite types of opal. Matrix opal starts out as a tan to white colorless rock, but often ends up as amazing. Let's do it. Andamooka matrix opal is one of the most sought after types of opal. That's because the tan and white background makes the color nearly invisible. But after simmering it in concentrated sugar solution, then a gentle bath in boiling hot sulfuric acid, and maybe some aromatherapy, the color can be just spectacular. Perhaps the most spectacular of any opal anywhere. Warning, I'm way behind in announcing giveaway winners, so don't be startled when one just pops up, and there may be several. The giveaway winner of Rick, the 17.93 carat black opal arrowhead from the Opal Mosaic video is Ron Zander. You may recall this video where I made these pure white untreated cabochons, and after treating, skrrr. That's the new expression used by cool young people these days. It takes the place of wowza and golly gee, which are now considered to be uncool. So if you want to be cool and don't mind sounding like a pirate imitating a dragster, use it. Skrrr. This was my first big chunk of matrix opal for a video. Pretty nice stuff. Sadly, not all matrix will treat. It either doesn't turn black or only some areas turn black. I bought this 600 carat matrix opal from a pawn shop for $400. As you can see, it did treat somewhat, and it would have been a total bust had it not been for the fact that I found a couple of nice partially treated areas. The winner of Blip, the 40.5 carat bubble opal from the bubble opal video is Avalon. But back when I bought this 12-ounce chunk, it only cost me $4,000. Probably half of its value today. It was sold to me by a very reputable opal dealer who assured me that it would treat very well. So today I will finally reap the benefits when I treat it. Some matrix opal has enough color to be used untreated, and when it does, it's referred to as gem matrix. Today's chunk is in that category. You may recall the video when I turned this into this. Skrrr. As we look at this, we see problems. There are some areas of rusty-looking discoloration, but how bad will it look once it turns black? You won't even see it. But there are some cracks, but they were there when I bought it, and I knew that I would have to work around them. And while on the subject of problems, how about this sand? It's thick as a brick, and it needs to go. I could grind it off, but that's too slow. Sheila, start up the saw. Now I have to plan what to do. With this sand gone, we'll be able to see the stone a little better. The bigger problem here is cracks. This one goes from the side to the top and probably all the way through. And you can see that the crack extends down to the end. The best way to deal with large cracks is to cut along them with a saw. It's a shame to have to cut it, but the cracks are not going away by themselves. And if I cut along this crack, I will be able to preserve the best part of the stone, which is right here. The winner of Kodosi, the 12.71 carat arrowhead from the last video is Fritz Yu. So there's our cut line, and when it went through, it opened up this crack here, which I knew was there. I didn't want to treat the entire piece because if it doesn't treat well, I don't want partial treatment messing up the best areas. So let's do it. Hand me my acid-proof gloves, Sheila. I knew he was lying. Yes, it will treat. No, it won't. Bummer. $4,000 down the drain. I guess at Pulitzer Opal we won't be eating for the next few months, do you think? With the money that I could have made. Wait, I don't sell opal. So this isn't really a tragedy. I mean, it's just a disaster. I still have the good parts. I could make cabochons, but although this is fairly colorful stuff, it's not going to raise any eyebrows. At Pulitzer Opal, we are very serious about providing the most pleasurable viewing experience possible, and our team of opal professionals anticipated that this huge matrix opal might not treat, and so we acquired this 36-carat piece of seam opal from Mintabie, South Australia, a place that once produced some of the finest opal in the world, but is now essentially closed. But this piece is so small. Here at Pulitzer Opal, we do big opal, because bigger is better and better is good. Isn't that what we say? But we're the home of big opal, right? This is the 36-carat piece of opal sent to me by, well, I can't say it. He's a celebrity, and he'd be pissed off if I even mentioned his name.
Jean-Claude.
Hell, Sheila, now I'm in trouble. Oh, wait, I can delete it, right? Sheila, remind me to delete it. I don't care if you can't remember it. Just write it down. Oh, I forgot about the hand problem. Okay, so Mr. X bought this 36.8 carat rough opal for $6,000. But he already sold the cut stone for $20,000. And it hasn't even been cut yet. Oh, I see. No wonder he bought me that mojito. He wants me to cut it. Sheila, what the hell? Okay, let's look at this tiny Mintabie opal. Now, it's obviously Australian seam opal, so we just grind the edges off and so we can get a peek. Well, it looks pretty good. There's a lot of color there, red, green, yellow. Now all I have to do is grind the top of it and make a dome, and then we'll have a cabochon. What could be simpler? Houston, we have a problem. These black dots were not in the script, Sheila. What's with the black dots? Oh, right, they're imperfections in the stone? Me? I'm no expert. I can't get these things off. Can I clean spots off of a zebra? Oh, stripes, spots, it's all the same. Okay, I'll give it a try. No guarantees. Opal cutters are usually too worried about sand and potch to bother with black spots. But I'll just grind deeper and just pretend that it's dark sand. That should work, right? What, Sheila?
What is fescue?
Fescue? I don't know what fescue is. I think it's one of those funny hats, you know, with the tassel. Get back to work. Fescue. These dots are really just dark brown spots of sand, but how hard will it be to get through them? Let's see. Well, it took long enough, but they're gone. I got rid of the spots. Now it's easy street. Finished. Polished, looks great. Wait a minute. I eliminated the black sand and completely didn't see the real sand? That's what happens when you're on a mission to make a beautiful stone.
Bam!
Okay, Sheila, it's not a mission. Quit eavesdropping. Go get yourself some fescue or something. When cutting opal, you need to stop periodically to look for problems, usually scratches. I just did not see this sand. And now I may grind this down to nothing. So much for the video. The winner of Kadosi's chips. from that same video is Jen Capaldi. Well, Sheila, you finally got your fescue. Congrats. And now for the final stones. Philip is a 12.1 carat arrowhead opal with things to prove. He's not happy with his color or lack thereof, but he longs to be with one of you where he won't be compared to more attractive stones. At 10.62 carats, we have Taylor. She's cheerful but is the intellectual type. She wants to go to a new home where people dislike stupidity and can appreciate her cerebral attributes. Carlos is a middleweight at 12.54 carats. He likes riding horses, and you may have noticed he's a little bit bow-legged, but he's the confident type and is proud of his legs and his scar. At 18.55 carats, Vanessa is a slim, lovely young opal with a point to prove. She loves conversation, but beware, she can be unexpectedly feisty and a little overbearing. Chloe has it all. The looks of a great opal and the body of the sleekest of arrowheads. Chloe may or may not choose a new home. She loves cats and other opals and other arrowheads. The Matrix was a bust, but Chloe... Skrrr. Red is today's only cabochon, and at 23.57 carats, he may not be so small after all. He's a brilliant guy and has certainly overcome adversity. He thinks that he belongs at Pulitzer Opal with the other big opals. To which I say, barely. To enter the giveaways, just leave a comment.